snack brand Farmley has raised $40 million in a funding round led by global consumer-focused investment firm Catterton. The round also saw participation from existing investors, GSG Consumer Partners. But today we'll speak to Akash Sharma, co-founder of Farmley, on this. Welcome to us, Akash. A very good evening to you. First of all, let's talk about the plan to allocate fund across different business areas. So what are you going to focus on?
Thank you, Sumit, for having me here. So the idea with this fundraise is to deepen the brand building process. So since the inception, the company has pivoted from B2B business to a consumer brand, and we now plan to basically double down our efforts in brand building, deepen our presence across multiple offline stores across the country, as well as invest in the R&D process to come up with new and more innovative products which are centered around healthy snacking, but which are equally tasty that our consumers can effectively also eat, without feeling guilty about them. So these are the three major pillars around which we'll kind of invest with this fundraise.
Akash, will the funding accelerate R&D or the launch of new product categories as well?
Yeah, of course. So like I said, so see, the basic problem when it comes to healthy snacking is that the coexistence of health and taste is something which has not been there in the country traditionally with with the current setup of FMCG brands. So the idea is to innovate around health and taste so that we are able to provide an offering to our consumers which is not only healthy but equally tasty, and that requires a lot of research and development centered around our core strengths, which is dry fruits and nuts. So a lot of innovative products, like we have already launched a lot of innovative products, like we have date bites, which is zero sugar product, which even which anybody can basically consume. It has zero added sugar. So a lot of such products which are very innovative in nature are actually being, a lot of recipes are being made inside our own R&D kitchen day in and day out. And we plan to launch a lot of such healthy product offerings in the time to come.
Are there any plans to expand Farmley's presence beyond India or into new international markets?
So while we remain primarily positioned across India only, and we see a lot of potential within India to grow the brand business, we are already present across certain territories outside India, like the United States, Australia, etc. And we will look to double down in the territories which have been performing well for us, but the prime focus will remain the domestic markets.
Okay, and Akash, what are the main revenue drivers for Farmley right now? Product lines, markets, or even customer segments?
So Farmley operates across the dry fruits and nut segments and snacking products which are derived out of dry fruits and nuts. So our flavored makhanas range is one of the highest revenue drivers for us. So we have 8 different flavors across the flavored makhanas range. Then we also have date bites, which is a healthy dessert option, which is one of the main revenue drivers for the company. We also have munchies, which is a 20 rupee price point, 30 rupee price point product, which can be used for on-the-go snacking. That is a major revenue driver for us. Apart from this, we also have dry fruit mixes, which is different mixtures of different dry fruits made for different occasions that you can consume across the day. That are major revenue drivers for us. In terms of channel, the company has primarily been a digital first business for a very long period of time since the inception. For the past 2 years, 2.5 years, we have now diversified, of course, with the quick commerce coming in. Quick commerce has taken a decent revenue share for us. So apart from e-commerce, now quick commerce is a dominant channel. And then offline is a rising channel for us, which basically includes supermarkets and premium grocery stores across the country. And of course, like I said, there's some market which goes around the exports, international markets that we're kind of opening. And in terms of the customer segment, our major focus is the Gen Zs and the millennials. That's the customer focus that we are targeting as a brand. Because we believe that this is a customer segment which is evolving very fast. Their needs are evolving very fast, and they need to have a accessible, convenient, healthy snacking option is something which was a very large vacuum when we started up our branded journey. So that is the core TG that we are targeting by giving them healthier and more accessible and convenient healthy snacking options.
Akash, how has Farmley's financial performance evolved since your last funding round? Are you currently profitable, or do you expect to reach profitability within a certain time frame?
So our financial performance has been, of course, absolutely stellar, right? So we have been growing year on year by more than 50-60%, and we plan to continue the same growth across the next certain financial years to come. In terms of profitability, we have already achieved EBITDA profitability as a business. And the idea is to, while of course with this funding round and this financial year, we'll look to double down on certain brand integrations and brand building exercises. But the plan is to remain EBITDA profitable and probably by the next financial year also receive a PAT profitability.
What are your growth targets for the next 12 to 18 months? Can you throw some light on that as well?
So the next 12 to 18 months for us are again, going to be centered around one, the offline expansion. So currently we are there in somewhere around 15,000 odd stores. The plan is to be able to present across more than 1 lakh stores in the next 12 to 18 months. Secondly, in terms of brand building exercises, the plan is to go deeper with digital integrations, with influencer campaigns, with certain ATL campaigns, and with certain very geographically constrained campaigns. So one of our major markets, for example, is Tamil Nadu, where we are going to go deeper and probably plan much deeper integrations with the local influencers there. And thirdly, of course, around the product innovation, and the idea is to be able to take at least individual product categories to multiple more than 100 CR range, and build hero products for ourselves from certain existing categories that Farmley is present across. So have certain hero product categories across the functions in healthy dessert and as well as savory snacking.
Do you have any long-term financial goals in mind, Akash?
Sorry, could you come again?
Do you have long-term financial goals in mind, such as going for IPO or going for further acquisitions?
See, we remain flexible. So of course, the idea is to be able to exit successfully with an IPO and give a good financial outcome to all our existing shareholders. And with the current business performance, business operating metrics, etc., that we are kind of operating upon, I think we should be able to give a good financial outcome with respect to a public offering happening in certain next years to come. But we remain flexible, in terms of any other offerings that might come our way.
Give us a sense of your market. Which are the big players? How the market is fragmented so far?
See, the market is very fragmented when it comes to snacking products. So there are a lot of regional brands, there are a lot of regional tastes, there are a lot of regional recipes, flavors, etc., which are present across the country. Also, with respect to categories, for example, flavored makhanas, there's a very different set of competition. Dry fruit mixes, there's a very different set of competition. Munchies, there's a very different set of competition. So, and also, that's the trickier part with respect to the market in which we are offering. So every category has different set of competitions, and every category has different geographical set of flavor preferences, recipe preferences, etc. So we are operating within those milestones, within those constraints, and the idea is to be able to do best in certain pockets in which we are strong, and then kind of double down our efforts to go deeper into those particular territories with respect to those products that have been performing well for us.
And IPO acquisition, anything IPO, because most of the startups we have seen, they go ultimately for listing, any listing plans on the horizon.
See, next 3 to 5 years are going to be very crucial for us with respect to achieving PAT profitability, with respect to our offline scale up, and with respect to our product offerings. So once these three things are in place for us, I think we are well poised to be able to take the company to a public offering, and we hope to do so.
Okay. And any new trends which are emerging in your sector, which you can talk about, consumer-friendly trends which you can talk about?
See, most of the people look at healthy snacking as one standalone category, while what we have come to understand of this category is that this healthy snacking is also bifurcated into multiple subcategories. So there's a healthier dessert, there's a healthier for you pasta, there's a healthier for you namkeen, there's a healthier for you noodles. So every individual niche category that exists has a healthier for you version. And today, consumer is looking at healthier alternatives across different subcategories. So for us, healthy snacking really kind of, is an amalgamation of all these categories put together. So our effort goes into creating better for you product, not across just one category, but across multiple categories, which is what also makes it very exciting for us. So, the ability to gauge very early stage signs of what categories evolving, what is the customer preference, are now the customers looking at healthier for you pastas also, are now the customers looking at healthier for you namkeens, are customers actually not not using palm oil and not wanting to consume palm oil, are the consumers not wanting to use fried products. So every category has its own niches and its own complications that we want to tap into at the right time when the category is still very niche, and then be a very important part of category growth and henceforth dominate that category, and henceforth the overall umbrella of healthy snacking. That's how we look at healthy snacking, and that's how we feel healthy snacking will evolve over a period of time.
Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us and giving us this important perspective on the plans you have as far as your company is concerned.
Thank you so much.
And moving forward, food delivery giants Swiggy and Zomato, they've slashed benefits for their premium users.